Story number 1. I had pity sex with my friend. I'm not sure if asshole is the right word, but I need some opinions. I 18F and my longtime friend Jared 18M are the main people here. I feel absolutely disgusting and none of my friends are taking my side. Jared and I have been very close since junior high. We come from a small high school and our group has stayed the same mostly. Jared is overweight and doesn't take care of himself. He constantly complains about how he's the only guy who has never had a girlfriend, but he still dresses like a neckbeard and doesn't try to change himself. Every girl is the problem for not giving him a chance. If he cleaned up a bit and changed his style, he would do much better even without losing some weight. He has always been there for me and has been a great friend to everyone in our group. Long story short, he came to me one day sobbing about being a virgin and eventually asked if I would be willing to be his first, just so he knows what it is like and doesn't have to say he's a virgin. I was extremely put off, but I guess he eventually wore me down. I'm a people pleaser, and Jared has been very supportive of me in the past during hard times, like my parents' divorce and my cousin dying, so I eventually reluctantly agreed. I'm not going to go into detail, but I was not into it at all. He had protection, and I didn't look at him or get into it. I pulled down my pants just enough and bent over a couch. It was over shortly. He promised this was a secret, which I believed for a few days until I started hearing things from other friends. He completely ruined my trust. He was telling our friends, he was telling them lies, telling them how he made me CM multiple times, how I was in shock of how big he is, and how I'm begging him to do it again. I tried to explain myself to my other close friends, and while they don't really believe Jared, they are saying I brought this on myself and that I should have anticipated Jared opening his mouth. I didn't think he would, based on our long, respectable friendship. People are saying I'm a slut for agreeing to such a thing. I feel terrible, and I really need some outside opinions. If you're finding these stories interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new content. Story number 2. I missed my opportunity with the airport girl. Was flying back from a bachelor party and waiting at the gate to board. This girl approached me after I noticed her looking at me, and she then comes over and asks a question about the boarding order. She was pretty bubbly with me, and I felt a bit of a vibe. Didn't think too much of it and continued to mind my own business. Eventually, I make my way onto the plane as one of the last to board. It's assigned seating, and who is sitting right next to me? That's right. Now, this is starting to feel like a rom-com. I sit down, and we immediately start chatting and hitting it off. Similar interests, and she is going to college in my hometown. Quick flight, but chatted a ton the whole way, and she's asking me tons of questions. After landing, we just kept talking all the way from leaving the plane, through the airport, and to the curb. Once outside, she asks how I'm getting home. I tell her Uber, and she then offers to give me a ride as her car is parked there. Gladly accepted, and away we go. My actual first thought was, hell yay, free ride. The whole ride, I'm thinking what all the dudes reading this are thinking. Do I invite her in? In short, I didn't. I asked for her, and we ended up texting for a few days, and I asked her to get coffee. She politely declined, and that was that. Even though nothing came of it, it's a great story, but I'll always wonder if I had invited her in, would she have accepted? Or was she just a super nice girl with some airport infatuation? Also, it should be noted she was a 20YO sophomore in college, and I was 27, so I took that into account as well.